Good. So from the last lecture, we already doing something really easy to make use of the regular expression, and I leave a tail that can you make some of the changes? Okay. I don't disclose to you the answer. Also, in the assignment 1, we kind of don't need to use it. Okay, but it is good for you to practice. Okay. So then we will go to the next part. The next part is about, not something interesting now, because I will only try to disclose to you some of the bad things about the web. Okay, so what is the bad thing about the web? So the bad thing about the web, you have seen this kind of thing before. Okay, and also you have seen some of the login system like this. Okay, oh, sorry, Professor Wong, I'm coming again. Yeah, I'm coming again. Okay, so you see some login like this, right? And you see some login like Google and Facebook. What are their difference? Okay, or let's do a simple vote. Who prefer the CSCI 3.2x0 version? No one prefer. You prefer, okay? So I guess most of people get used to it, right? So what's the reason? What's the reason you choose this? Any good or bad? Any good or bad? Tell me. Any good things about this? Oh no, that means that why don't we use better CSCI 3.2x0 style? Ah? Yeah, you're saying Cantonese, no problem.
This is very easy to implement. This is very easy to implement.
Very easy to implement. This is a good point. This is a good point on which part? On a Facebook style or custom-based style? The login. Would you say that easy to implement, but which is easy to implement? Huh? Facebook version, you think it's easy? Well, you guys, what are you guys? Think it's easy? You guys are super programmer. Oh, it's easy. Yeah. How about identification, right? You want to log in as you want to log in as a TOI wall, okay? And there is a system that allows login as a TOI wall. So let's say, do you think that the custom page style allow this kind of variety? Did you ever see this? No, you never seen this, right? But we have ways to do it. Okay, just so happen that no one think of how to make use of it. Okay, yeah. So basically, you never seen a very clear picture over the course homepage style. We call it HTTP authentication, which is I will say that very close to what we want, right? Currently, what we want is after login, show me my personal or not personal, personalized display. That's the first thing. Another thing is, maybe let me to update my password or keep everything under control under my name. Okay. So I will say that everything can be done. Okay. So what does it mean that everything can be done? Let me do it. Show you a demonstration, right? So I have a system. This system under this directory is to pop up a window, ask me to log in, and you already know what is login and password. Usually, always the TY won't so set. Okay. Okay. So after login, you can show some of the things here. I won't disclose to you what are they. I want to show you one URL, which is whoareyou.cgi. Click on that. The system knows that it is me. The system knows that it is me. So that means what? That means previous pop up. If my system allows different kind of users to log in, let's say 10 users. Okay, I write it in the database. There are 10 users, so it can differentiate who you are. So that's cool, right? You basically don't need a CGI or PHP or other things of kind of a login system, right? So today I will teach you, not teach you, just give you a preview, okay? or a high-level view of what's happening with that kind of login system used by the lecture, okay, lecture page, or I mean, I don't know why they need to protect lecture page basically, okay. What's the reason of staying behind the screen, right? So I will kind of contrast their capability. Of course, there are some capability, right? Capability of HTTP authentication, capability of CGI. Of course, CGI is a powerful, I mean, not just powerful, it's invincible, okay? You can write everything as long as you can code it, okay? And the HTTP authentication have some capability constraints. So I will tell you what are the constraints and how to write it in a correct way, okay? So I don't know whether you know it or not. There's the beginning, right? You log in, I capture the IE version. Yeah, I always love the IE version. It's not professional, but it's not. Okay. Then what happened is when you touch the server, okay, the server will give you a response called 401 of unauthorized, okay, which is a HTTP reply status. Reply, this is a reply. And this reply status, basically we can craft it. What is the meaning we can craft it? Okay, I don't know whether you know it or not. So this is what we call a 401.CGI. When I click on it, okay, so let's first look at the code. Okay, later I will show you the code. So the code, what is it? I hide something here, right? Basically, you don't need to know the things I hid it here. I would say the output string is status 401 unauthorized. So that means when I touch this page, it will always tell me that it's 401 unauthorized. And the browser, once it's seen 401 unauthorized, show this box. Okay? Since I didn't do anything good, okay, I just cheat you. So no matter how many times you try, it won't work. And then you press cancel. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So why is it wahaha here? Okay. So let's continue the journey. If you receive this 401, okay, then your browser will trigger a login box, and you use the trigger box to input your thing, and the browser know how to protect your password. Know how to, okay? There are two ways. One is secure way, one is insecure way. Okay. Then after this, what will happen? It will retransmit the request get method or post method, doesn't matter, with your credential. And after the credential checking on the server, it will tell you either one of the choice, 200 or maybe not 200. That's maybe the server say that want to have a VO0 to forward in another page. Okay, let's say it's a 200 and this time it's okay, or still go on with 401 unauthorized. Okay, so to craft this response, we need two things. What is the first thing? The first thing is the status code 401 unauthorized. Okay, I already provide you how to craft it. Basically, you don't need to craft the entire string. You just need status and unauthorized. Plus one more thing. It's called www-authenticate. Okay, and what is it? I underline here. It's called basic authentication method. There are two methods. One is basic, one is digest. Basic is too basic, okay, and naive, okay, and never use it. I will use the digest. And the rem is the area name. Okay, there is a name for the area. Okay, so let's check. Let's check again this course. Okay, reload it. What is the rim? The rim is what? No. How come it? Oh, CSCI 3x0. Okay, the rim is called CSCI 3x0. This is area name, CSCI 3x0. So let's take a look at my version. My version is below. What is it? It's a top secret. I usually say top secret. Okay, to tempt you to log in. Okay, or you can say, oh, it's a stupid song. Okay, no problem. Okay. So to craft such a request is very easy. Can you see this? I should use the bold, okay, so that it will be clear. So the first line is the status 41_, okay, and then www minus authenticate, and what is this 2%? Okay, you know printf, right? Yeah, who don't know what is printf, huh? Who don't know what is printf? Give me your transcript. I want to check your OS grade. Okay. So our not OS grade is a 1,000 level programming course grade. Okay. Yeah. OS never teach you printf, right? So these two guys, okay, are for printf. You already know it. But in Python, we have an extremely good way to make use of it. Okay. So how to use it? Now, first I use triple double quote. Maybe it is the first time you see this. I really make use of it. It's called is a block string, or it's a multi-line string or something like that. Yeah, the multi-line string. Okay, it starts here and end with another triple double quote. Okay, and you define a string which is multi-line. Now you can plug in. This two bracket. I never said it before because we seldom use it except in this scenario. The brackets here we call it tuple, a tuple, T-U-P-L-E. Okay, in Python, and it means I define a read-only objects with a list of guys. Now, how to read this entire thing? This is what we call, I love to call it, it's not we call it, I love to call it a template. I set up a template string. And then I plug in an object to modify the template output. Okay, guess what is the use of it? Yeah, I can prepare this kind of template and then plug in different objects, then you will print different things to the page. Okay, and to your surprise, I don't know whether you have some people really want to investigate how I write my course homepage. Okay, to your surprise, this kind of thing, I use the same concept. I prepare a not string-based, I prepare a file-based template. A file-based template, not in Python, of course, in JavaScript called handlebar. Okay, in template type, and then I plug in an object, and then immediately I can produce this block, and then for loop another object, plug in another object, immediately create another level. Okay, so what I need is a string, okay, of what I describe as a template. And look at this example. That means that this is a template, this is a template string, and I plug in the thing that I want. So what is a possible thing that you can plug in? This is what we call a typo. Not typo. Tuple. It's a tuple. Okay. Yeah, I always sit for 2 hours. Okay. Tuple. Okay. And we can plug in a dictionary. Okay. Dictionary. Remember a name, and a value. Okay. You can look up the word by yourself. Here, we call it a format string. The format string, you can put in a variable name. Let's say the dictionary is login, and then a login name, and then login value, password name, and password value. So you can say it's a login, and then %s, and then password %s. Okay? Then you can plug in that dictionary and immediately change your behavior. I really love that skills. It saves a lot. I mean, how do I describe save a lot? Make your code readable and short. Okay. Basically, this is very common nowadays. Okay. No matter you're writing AngularJS or whatever kind of things, it adopt this kind of a template type of way of thinking. Okay. So it's called string formatting. And why I have this string formatting? Very easy. I just plug in what is the authentication type, the basic type, and my rem, top secret. Then it will show a page that you can never log in. You can never log in. Keep on saying that 414144141 until you die. Until you give up. Okay? So this is something that you can find it from Google. Okay, I will go through it extremely fast within 2 minutes. Okay, so what is it? This is how you set up what we call HTSS setting. HTSS is not easy to understand because it's not just setting up the login. You can set up other things. Okay, other things. Apache have some options. You can allow some options. You can disable some option here. So that means this is some grammar provided by the Apache, and you should provide a authentication file, and it's called password database. And the password database, you say that under this directory, okay, it is under the ring called top secret. And I also say that this is a basic authentication and require valid user. That means the user in the password database. Okay, so very easy to set up. Then you will see the top secret here. And the two types. Never use this. Never use a basic type. Okay. But I need to tell you how to use the basic type. Okay. So I will go to our favorite machine. I don't know why everybody loves to log in this machine. Okay, Spark 1, our machine, huh? So the command to generate the password database for the basic authentication type is called, that is cheap guy. Okay, the cheap guy is HT password. Okay, enter, no problem, it works. Now, how about the good guy? There's a digest type. The command is called HT digest. Yeah, command not found. So then, many of our tutor, I don't say professor, okay? Many of our tutor, they think that, our department don't support it. Bullshit. Okay. This is actually next one. Yeah, it's available, okay? So this is the command to generate a database for the password and login for the digest type, okay? So don't be cheated and say that, our department don't support it. No, our department fully support it, but in different machines. I don't know why, don't ask me, huh? Okay? So remember this, you can okay, so you can say that, I'll allow a set of users or only one user. Okay, but we seldom do this, right? Your password database can contain many users in there. Okay? So this is the example. I will skip this. You can see it by yourself. Then after this, we will have a very interesting case. They are already shown this. After you log in, I know who you are. Right? After you log in, I know who you are. And the way is to have this called remote user environment variable. Okay? Look for this environment variable. After you log in, that environment variable will be created and tell you what is your login name. Okay? So that means what? That means after you have set this up, you can set up an entire system. It know who you are. It's not just like some course, okay, give you a standard password. It sucks, okay? How can we give you a standard password? I can generate password for every user here, okay? But it's labor intensive. I need to ask you, hey, what is your favorite login name? And then I generate for you, and then I distribute the password to you. And the way to change the password is not easy also, okay? Any questions? Any questions? Until now, you will find that the capability is so far so good, right? I know who you are. I can, for every CGI program, and even PHP or other languages, when you can read the environment variable, then I can tailor-make a system page for you, right? So no problem. So why no people using it? Why no people using it? Okay. So the thing is that before we have the digest, we have very interesting thing. What is that? Okay, let's say the storage goes on. I want you to go to a protected index.html http/1.1. Okay, then the server say that unauthorized. Yeah, I don't want you to go on without the authentication token. Then this guy say that, okay, I know the login password. After I log in, it generates this authentication token. So what this token is so special? Okay, you can also do it. Okay, do you have any terminal now? If you have terminal and you already go to any Linux machine, we can do it together. First, copy. Then let's say that I go to a Linux. Maybe I go to public Linux. Public Linux, good. The command is called base64 -d. What does that mean? It means decoding a base64 encode string. Paste. And then Control D to stop me sending UF, right? Control D. What? Yeah, what is that? Login, UI1, password, so set. If I can capture the Wi-Fi signal here, and I know that you log in through the basic login authentication schemes, I can capture all things here. Okay? And with Wireshark, Wireshark don't require you to do this. Wireshark automatically finish all the encoding and show you the real password and login. Very interesting, right? Are you still going to use it? No, you don't want to use it anymore, right? So don't worry. As long as the people is using basic, it is dangerous. It's dangerous. So HTTP authentication scheme will be improving, okay, without doing this, allow people to do this stupid thing. Okay? How to improve it? They will using a way called digest. And digest is different from base64. So let's do some simple revision. Okay, what we have seen before is called encoding. Okay, the base64 is the encoding schemes. I don't know whether you know it or not. So what is encoding? You feed me plain text. I give you some encoded string. I call it a code. Usually it's 1-to-1. What does it mean? 1-to-1. Usually, I mean. You give me 8 bytes, I give you 8 bytes. Usually, some other coding scheme will produce more or less. Okay, it doesn't matter. So after you translate it into a code, you can always put in the code and translate back into plain text. One of the my favorite example is this guy. This guy is fantastic. Do you know what is it? No one knows? Oh. Okay, it has a Wikipedia page. What is that? So is it 1-1 mapping? You have the encoded word, you can change it back to the plain text. No stress, right? No stress. Why I say this is my favorite? No. If we move it, Sember. No? CIFS? Why? I don't believe it. They have removed it. Maybe Microsoft removed it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I always say Microsoft sounds okay. So they use ROT13 to hide some secrets, okay? And you know. Yeah, so I mean, they already have an example here. Okay, Windows 7. Is the example is where it's just ROT13, okay, and hope that they are not using it to protect something important. I really hope that. Okay. So another thing is what we will find in the digest. The HTTP digest application program is to hash If you know hashing, then it's a piece of cake to you. If no, basically I don't know how long it is, so I said a variable string, variable length. I don't know how long the input text is. I will go through this algorithm and usually produce a fixed width hash value. Okay, so let's say I have a 1 GB file. I go through the MD5. Okay, I go for MD5. Then it will produce you what is that? 16 byte. I can't remember. 16 bytes, right? If it's HA1, it will give you 20 bytes. Okay. So that means what? That means it must be something lost, right? 1 GB file, it becomes 16 bytes. Okay. So you have lost something. That's why when you have this hash, you cannot go back. Yeah. How can you generate 1 GB after? By using 16 bytes. Okay. Unless you append zeros. Okay. How come you generate a big file like this? So it's not possible, and some people already tell you that don't use MD5, don't use SHA1, use SHA256. Okay, anybody heard of it? If you are doing startup or doing some implementation that you want to sell to other people, remember this, never use these two, because there is already many years ago already. I remember it's 2006. 2006, a team from Shandong University have already break it. So what is the meaning of break it? Yeah, Shandong University. Yeah, you are from Shandong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, so are you involved in this? So what is the meaning of break it? They know how to do the following things. You have a checksum. They cannot revise, okay, and do some magic things and convert it into plain text. What they are doing is they can supply another set of plain text so as to produce the same checksum. So what is the meaning? And it's not simple lookup. It's not simple lookup. What is the meaning? Let's say that the hash value, okay, the hash value is to hash your password. I save the hash value of your password. I don't know your password. I know your hash value. Okay? Then I still cannot log in, right? The login is to provide a plain text password, and the engine go through the hashing and check whether the two hash value is the same. Now the Shandong University guys know how to create a string such that the two plain text go through the same engine, give you the same hash value. Is it horrible? It's horrible, okay? Very horrible. So of course it's not always successful, but they know how to do it, okay? So MD5 and SSD1 are all broken already. So avoid using it, okay? And you should at least use SHA256, okay? And if a company tell you that, oh, they lost their password database, but don't be afraid, okay? They use hash password. Don't believe in this, okay? The most recent one who leak all the password, okay? Not leaking the plain text, but leaking the hash password. As far as I know, is Evernote. How many of you use Evernote? Sorry. Yeah. Do you still remember that around 1 or 2 years ago, suddenly you receive a notification tell you to change password if you're using Evernote, right? And that incident is they are being hacked, and the hacker steal all the hash password. Okay? So maybe it is kind of safe, right? It's already hashed, it's not plain text. Okay? Why they still are so afraid that they tell you a notification that change your password? Because when I have the hash, okay, and I know that what is the algorithm you're using, I can break it. And I think they are using one of it. I think, okay? They don't tell us the details. Okay? And the last thing is encryption. Now this time is not the time for encryption. If you want to know more about encryption, go to this course. Sorry, this year is not offered. Yeah, the security course. Okay, I'll go to the IEG version. It's being recorded. I shouldn't say this. You should go to IEG version. Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay. So encryption is not my concern. All right. What you will understand is I provide a key, then I can encrypt and I can decrypt. That's all. Now, what is the digest HTTP authentication? Digest is to use MD5. Okay, the standard said that it's 75. I hope that HTTP 2.0 will improve it. It was 75 anymore. So it was 75, hash your value and put it into the what we call the login token. Okay, so that it's not so easy for people to crack it. Okay, and then submit a hash password and compare the hash password with the password database. Okay, so it's as easy as thing like that. So I don't think that I need to further discuss it. So let's take a look here. So what I'm going to show you, let me I spent here, no, okay. So let me use this mode to log in again, right? Wait for a moment. I first open if you don't know a developer tools that you are not considered to be a web developer, okay? So do a reload. Okay, so let's do this. So you see, I have this login successful. So let's take a look at every login. After login, everything that being transferred. Let's say this guy, the header. Okay. The request header. Where is the? No. Why is this mistake? Oh no. Where is it? Move temporarily. Request header. Here. So can you see this? Do you still remember this string? Yeah. The evil string, right? You can still remember the evil string. Now take a look at the digest version. The digest version is like this. Digest. So again, I log in. Okay, so take a look here. Where is authentication? Oh, here. This time, look at that. The authentication, digest, username TY Wong, blah, 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 and there is a time. Basically, there's a lot of time. It's a mixture of the time with some random numbers. Okay, and together, hash with the MD5 algorithm and produce such a response. I don't know what is going on because I need to pick up the specification in order to know what is going on. Okay, with this is harder, much harder to break it. Okay, but for you, the deployment side is very easy, right? So that's the case. I can skip this. It's just steps here. Now, the last thing, okay? If we already log in, and you should provide a logout right? Right? Now, think about it. According to your experience, you log into a course home page using that authentication. How can you log out? Huh? How can you log out? Did you ever try this? Never, right? You never try. Okay? Then what is the time that it asks you for a password again? Now let's imagine that now you log in, okay? Then you successfully get past it. Then maybe later, okay, after 1 hour, you will visit the site, you will still log in, right? It means that you're still inside the login region. Now, how can you get out of it? So that it asks you again. Yes, what is it? Reinstall system. No. Huh? Clean the cache? What is the meaning of cache?
All cookies or something like that.
All cookies, or basically remove browser history.
Yes.
But according to your experience, do you really find it out? It's like that? No. You never clean any browser history, but suddenly it asks you for login again, right? No one experienced, or no one just care, but I don't care, right? You log in, okay, I log in. I don't care. Yeah, the time that you close your browser. Not close the tab. Is it close the browser, kill the process. Okay? The time that you kill the browser the time you forget everything. Now it seems not good, right? You tell me that I want to log out of Facebook. The way is secure the browser. No, it's not making sense at all. So the way is how to make the browser to forget this what we call credential or login token. How? Basically, it's very easy. Very easy. The way is to tell lies. To tell lies. Okay. That token is embedded after you successfully log in and within this region. Okay? Whenever you go to the site inside this region, it will embed this code. Okay? Now, how to force it to log out? You give me this code. I certainly say that 400 unauthorized. To tell lies. Okay? Then what's going on? The browser thinks that, oh, that means that I don't know why, but login failed. Then we'll keep retrying. So let me show you. So this is the page that I finished login, right? I finished login, no problem. Now I click log out. So what is the logout program? The logout program is very easy. Take a look. The logout program is, the template is status false, 1 unauthorized. This authentication request, no matter it's basic, I shouldn't cover this. No matter it's basic or digest, okay, put it here. The rim, your area, put it here. Then print it out. This is a logout script. Then what will happen? Log out. Then suddenly it shows that, oh, you need to log in again. Okay? So quite easier in order to log out the page. Okay, so if you want to know more, this is a part of the Apache. Okay, you can look at the documentation here. Okay, so the first part about it is very quick. Okay, so I guess I have to stop here.